Oh. Okay. These. When we're on these, then we can go back to the Citadel grinding. Also slowly grind the 4,000 divines. Hey Zades, how's it going, kid? Zloy Chushpanya, a more Russian sounding name I have not heard. I'm trying to invest a bit. Nice. How am I not able to buy anything? So 3 rounds here. Let's finish our Simulacra. We'll get the 50% XP and we'll switch to the auto bomber and do 1 or 2 citadels. Yeah, that should take quite a bit of time, I think. Journey to the Maya. I wonder what the patch notes will entail. They did put a cosmetic thingy, Twitch drop for watching the patch note thingy. A stone knight. What do I want for it? Oh, okay. Sure, gimme. Really? Come on. Is he teleporting to me? Okay, he is teleporting to me. Okay, come on. Chop. Time's a wasting. Yep. Okay, he's selling a 23% Uller for 10 divine. Should be some nice and easy profit, hopefully. Hopefully, the operative word. Oh, it doesn't have a socket. Oh. I mean, I don't want to be like the asswipes that do this kind of stuff. I will properly apologize. His doesn't have a socket in. And I thought I did put it in the search. I didn't. So guys, maybe that will be able to be sold at a profit, but yeah, again, that's the operative word. I'm not very sure. So 23% Uller is normally selling for about 15, right? But I'm not very sure about Uller without sockets. So is it worth 12? Is it worth 10? What is it worth? Right? I don't know. Yeah. We have been slow on the cells, eh? Okay, so let me do these 3 runs, right? And then we switch to the autobomber. Before we switch to the autobomber, hold on. The same guy that I bought from listed at 23%. Yeah, it's the same guy. He just listed at 15%, 13%. Hawking Bird. We are spending portals like mad. I should be taking it slow on the purchases, maybe. I mean, I guess we only need 1 portal after all, right? I can just drop the stuff that I don't like on the ground. I wouldn't mind making a few sales there. Alright. Ooh, what the hell is this? So many drops. Alright, these people are not selling to us, I'm afraid. Bang. Whoa. Boom. Alright, grade 8. So nice, guys. And it's free. Bang. This will stay behind. Okay, let's just move far away so they can respawn. See? Previous that stay behind the spawn. And guys, we are dealing millions of damage. The pinnacle boss on max difficulty, I can give it in about 3 seconds, but I cannot get through this makeshift barricade of huge logs. Yeah. Always makes me chuckle a little. Oh. Let me see if it works. Haggis, try it, buddy. I should have turned the mode off. Try chatting. Does it work still? Okay. Can you chat now? Really? Let me try again. Okay, try again. Aha! Haggis, come on back. So sorry, that is about, at some point, it was free to chat, and there were bots coming in, posting about how to get freebies, etc. We were getting spam. I will put that on, let it stick. Okay. So have you ever been here, Haggis? In Simulacrum? This is the hardest place in the game. How useful? How useful? Do tell. Let's be a little bit selective. Yeah. I know the feeling, and it's extremely annoying because I don't know if you know. So if you have time, stick around. I will show you how to properly Citadel farm. Would you believe me if I told you I can get like 4 of the thingies to drop from the boss? It's a skill gem. It's worthless. What's that then? It's meh. Meh, I believe, is the operative word. Yeah, just let's go. So the thing is, the valuable stuff that drops from the Citadel bosses that allows you to engage Arbiter, right? They do count as maps, right? So therefore, increased map find affects them, right? So you stack a lot of increased map find, and you get a lot of maps. Oops. No. You should try this place at some point and see. So this is, so there are different difficulties in everything, right? So the base difficulty is difficulty 0, then there comes difficulty 1, 2, 3, and finally 4. 4 is the highest difficulty. This is Simulacrum difficulty 4. And yeah, I'm doing it AFK. But as I'm sure you can imagine, that doesn't come easy. Right? It's mighty expensive. And also requires a little bit of design. Okay, so what do? I am literally out of room. Let me dump some stuff. Dump. Some lines. Of course, take a look at my divines, by the way. 3,697. Of course I could, sure. Now, you know, in the worst case that we go in together, right, and you die, I will finish the map and get the loot and give it the valuable things to you. Of course. Yeah. I would definitely suggest that you stick around because, you know, the thing is, by staying here, you'll be able to passively absorb knowledge, right? I mean, I do something, you can take a look at it, and you can maybe imitate it, right? Or maybe you can draw some inspiration or from some trade I'm doing, right? Do try to stick around because I tend to be, to not toot my own horn, but I'm instructor, right? I provide an educational stream, at least I hope so. And feel free to ask anything and everything, right? Not just direct help, but also, you know, information. You can feel free to poke me. And, you know, try your hand at this place once, just to comprehend the glory of this build, right? I mean, my guess is you will fail this place in difficulty 0. And this is difficulty 4, and I'm AFK, right? No skills. GG easy. Not very easy, but no, we get to do it. Oh, we got a worm quarter stuff. Okay, that's fine. Let me see what that scepter is. It has 108 spirit. I don't think we can sell that. No, not at all. So, for example, that's what I'm talking about, right? So, right now, you have learned that a 150 spirit or 180 spirit scepter is not worth anything, right? Talking about, or I'm just going to talk about how this staff can be worth some divines, etc. Okay, let me drop you. So much loot though. No. Whatever is going on. What's that style? Okay. So the rule, I am nice, yes. To the people that deserve it though. I'm also an ass to the people that deserve it as well, right? So you get what you deserve, sort of. I mean, you know, one of the things that trigger me is, so, you know, when you are selling stuff, right, and I know that you have just learned it now, but, you know, you click on it, right, and you put the price. So there is a negotiable price and there is the exact price. And the thing is, these don't really matter too much, and because negotiable price is, you know, above the other, right? Yeah, indeed, you reap what you sow, that sort of thing. And the thing is, because the negotiable price is above the other, I'm generally just picking that, right? Because the thing is, for example, you know, someone says exact price 2 divine, I can still go counter for 1 divine, right? I mean, maybe sometimes you will get insulted, but sometimes you will be able to buy. You know what I mean? And I do the asking price thingy, right? More frequently than the other. And for example, I sell the item for 6 divine, right? The guy offers like 4 divine, and I'm like, no, don't put asking price tag. And I'm like, buddy, me not putting exact price does not mean I should be accepting every single garbage counter offer that appears, right? Offer one alteration then. Thing is, these people that are not really very smart, trying to teach me things, yeah, I don't appreciate it very much. Best offer means, best acceptable offer, obviously. I am going to do a Citadel myself, and I would definitely suggest that you stick around, because the thing is, if I try to explain it to you, it would take a long time. I am going to put a video on it, but maybe the video will be way too long for you, because I try to not skip anything, and that sadly makes the videos way too long. So that is one of the two disadvantages of my videos, right? My guides, I would say they are very comprehensive, right, and full of information. There are two bad things about my guides. One, they are always late, because the content comes out 5 seconds later, someone puts up a video. The problem with those videos is they are incomplete and missing and full of misleading, incorrect information, right? I don't like having that, so I do not put out a video, right? I do not upload a video until I am confident in my abilities. And obviously, as you can imagine, that takes a rather long time. That's why my videos are always late. And in order to not leave anything out, I just talk about everything, and that also makes my videos way too long. Yeah. Sadly, it's how it goes. So you corrupt this. For example, this is a regular garbage legendary, okay? But the thing is, when you corrupt it, the spirit gets corrupted high, then it becomes valuable. Enfolding Dawn. I have 26 minions. So I did get a third socket. I don't think that's worth anything. If you don't have this add-on, immediately get it, right? Overrules add-on. As you can see, I can price check with the touch of a single button. So this is supposedly, I can probably sell it for 20. I mean, let me try it if I have room. I don't have too much room. Let me see. So as you can see, I did corrupt the spirit, and I got 106 spirit there, and it's still not selling for 20 exalted. But for example, if you can go, let's say 120 spirit, then take a look at this. There aren't any. 115 spirit then? Oh, sorry, can't do the 3 sockets. Sorry, my mistake. Let me do 120 spirit again. 5 divine. Yeah. I mean, and this is a legendary that you will be getting all the time. And the thing is, just as I was trying to show you, there is a bit of opportunity that arose. Some guy is selling it for 5 exalted. So the thing with this item is, it's not a very good item. So the guy could be absolutely in the dark about the value and could be selling it for 5 exalted, or he could be actually wanting it to sell it for 5 divine, but accidentally clicked on the exalted. Him not replying kind of gives me that vibe. And this is how you profit, right? So for example, there is another guy that's selling it for cheap, and if I can buy it, I will try selling it for 5 divine, and if it sells, it's going to be a profit. For example, yesterday you sold your uncut spirit gem to me for 5 divine, and in mere moments, that was lucky of course, I was able to sell it for 6, 1 divine profit. So I'm buying this for 20 chaos, okay? And 20 chaos is not worth 1 divine, and this supposedly is worth 5 divine. So imagine the profit. If this sells, I'm going to profit more than 4 divine. If it works out. Betty, my girl, is a bit slow though. Oh, Betty. So this kind of person that triggers me to a degree. I whisper them about buying some item of theirs. Right? They invite me. That's good. And then I have to trade them 3 times and it times out. What's going on, buddy? Just accept and do the trade and be off, right? So, no, yours has 100 spirit. So, what you have to do is open 2 sockets on it, put a vial orb on it, and pray that the spirit goes up. Yours is just the basic version. It's not worth 1 exalted. It's worth nothing. So let me explain to you. This item, take a look at the level requirement. You see the level requirement? You can't because there is none, right? So you can't slap this on level 1, right? And thing is, for example, a character like mine, right, utilizes the spirit. So you put this on and you get many minions on level 1, right? It's a leveling item. And thing is, I don't know what is the maximum amount of spirit that you can get, but 121 is mighty. Right? 125 probably doesn't exist. It doesn't. 124 doesn't exist. 123 doesn't exist. Oh my god. Really? 122 does exist. And take a look at this. So ours is 1 spirit of perfect. 104 sadly is not valuable. So let me, just try this in front of your very eyes. I'm going to put it up for 5 divine and we'll see how it goes. But you see the profit, right? I bought it for not 1 divine and I'm trying to sell it for 5 divine. And thing is, what do you think will happen if I can't sell it for 5 divine? I'm going to bring it down to 4 and it probably will sell for 4. Still, mighty profit. And that's how it goes. And I was just trying to show you an item and there was some profit waiting for me. So, profit is just around the corner. So this staff, right, it has +2 to +4 elemental skills. And I don't think you will be seeing this staff because, it drops from only Simulacrum, right? And if you get a +4 and if you corrupt it to be a +5, then it's worth like 10 divine. Let me do mine. Whoa! +2 was corrupted into +4 and the crit rate corrupted into 11%. Oh, the crit rate is capped at 10%. Oh, that's divines. That's divines. Let me see. Oh my, what? I think that's a little bit optimistic though. 100 divine. That's not real. So thing is, that is one of the biggest things that you can make as a mistake, right? In trading. So if you search for something extremely narrow, right? Then the price could be misleading. Because the thing is, the only thing that we know is that this item is better than ours. But we don't know how much better it is, and we don't know if this person is just a dumbass, mispricing their item, right? One is extremely little amount of data, so what you should be doing is loosening the criteria a little bit so you can see a little bit more than price the items properly. So for example, I'm gonna go down to 10.5% crit. None. Whoa, what the hell? 10%? What? How? Really? 950? I mean, I don't want to go further down because... Okay, now, as you can see, when I did 950, we do get a lot of results. So now we can probably be able to do some comparison. That's nothing compared to us. That's nothing. Okay, that's... The divine ones are close to ours. So I don't want to go lower on the +4 thingy because the +4 is really important, right? I mean, there is none like mine. So there are some that have very high crit rate and +5 elemental skills. Those are better than ours, right? +5 is better, right? That's more important. So, +1 to all elemental skills versus, 1.5% crit chance. We are rather behind. So guys, I think I got the corruption of my life. This is really valuable because the thing is, the elemental damage has also gone up. It was 100%. It was corrupted to 102%. No, that's of course not huge. The trigger skills that went down by only 15%. I mean, I am taking a look at something that is worse than mine, and that's being listed at 80. There is 11%. There are two that are better than mine. I mean, guys, feels so surreal though. I'm not very sure if it will sell, but let me try like 70. That is insane, by the way. It was a very, very average collapsing horizon, and now it's a god collapsing horizon. No, I don't think I should do that actually. Let me go below. Let me go 40. There is a 51 that is better than mine. So guys, I don't know who would pay 40 divine for this item. I would never. But thankfully there are all kinds of people. What about this one? The mana and the cast speed are cute. The rest, the intelligence is acceptable, but the cold resistance and accuracy are bad. So Haggis, my advice, I did interrupt myself. I am prone to that ability. Right? I do interrupt myself. So the rule to brick an item is, so of course your situation is a little bit different than mine, right? I mean, you do have a bit more use for currency. What I do is, I sell the item if it has 2 bad modifiers. Because 2 bad modifiers out of 6 will reduce the quality quite a bit. I mean, there are of course some exceptions. Extremely good 4 modifiers will still be valuable. But for example, let's take a look at this pool, right? 10 lightning resistance is pretty subpar. I mean, it's not absolute garbage, but 10 is rather low, right? It can go all the way up to 45. And the 33% evasion is also low, right? It can go all the way up to 100%. So we have, and 61 mana is meh. So we have 1 meh and 2 subpar. Yeah, and 1 good, right? 35 fighters is okay. That's bad. So take a look at this. Mana and cast speed are good. Intelligence is good. Accuracy and cold resistance are bad. In theory, we could try the 4th one, but the problem is the last one has definitely to be good. Yeah, I mean, the good thing is, I can't recall the exact amount, but I think that cast speed is not bad. Do I have cast speed here? I don't know. Okay, so that goes. We can try this one. So this one has 3 good ones, right? And the implicit also is also good. So I can try it. I exit. What did I get? I did increase fire damage. Now it's garbage. I mean, I can try, but I don't think it would. Let me see. And thing is, keep in mind to not search for the exact amounts, because if you search for exact amounts, you will only see stuff that is better than yours. You don't want that. You want some stuff that is slightly worse than yours, some stuff slightly stronger than yours, so you can pinpoint the price range accurately, right? And that's why I went a little bit below. As you can see, instead of 156 mana, I searched for 140 mana. Intelligence 26, I went for 25. We have total of 33 auto resistances. Total resistances, I went for 25, 30, something like that. And it's supposedly worth 100 exalted still. Let's try it. I mean, I do have room. And if it doesn't sell, I'm just gonna knock it off. And you can just, apply it to the other items. And with jewels, because we have only 4 modifiers, they are kind of bricked with 1 bad one, right? I am sorry, 2 bad ones bricked. So 3 good ones and 1 meh is fine, but 2 bad ones. This one is a little bit in the middle. So evasion is not very popular, but these are acceptable stuff. May I try? Let me try for 40. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. No big deal. Okay, we can sell the rest. So that is how you evaluate. I'll do a little bit more. You can take a look. This is going very slow. Let's pick the pace up a little bit. Okay, see, I did a Citadel myself. I did 2 Copper Citadels yesterday. We are going to do 1 more today. Copper Citadel is the most valuable one. Keep that in mind, in case you didn't know. Copper Citadel, the stuff that drops from the Copper Citadel is about 2.5 divine these days. The Iron Citadel is about 1 divine, and the Stone Citadel is worth about 1.5 divine. But as I said, if you properly juice your map, you can get up to 4. Right? Single boss, and I can get 10 divine from it today. I rather sell the experience. There are some people that are trying to get level 100 and they overpay, so I just sell it to them. 100 exalted or so. They have lost a little bit of value, but a few weeks ago they were selling really good. Okay, we have a sell. And this place is a very nice provider of flasks. So you'll be like, flask? What are flasks, right? That's not it. So the thing is, I don't know if you know how the itemization works in this game, but the thing is, items have levels, right? And I'm not talking about required item levels. The items have levels on their own. I'll show you mine if you wish. So I am selling this flask for 100 exalted. See? So as I said, flasks have levels on their own, right? Almost every item has levels of their own, right? And the thing is, items are limited with their item levels when they are rolling stuff. So for example, not every single wand can have a +5 lightning skills on them, right? Not every crossbow can have +7 projectile skills on them, right? There are limitations. So because, for example, imagine you are level 5. Do you think it's possible to get a +7 projectile skills crossbow when you are level 5? That's not possible, right? And the limitation comes from not the level of the area that you're in, right? But from the item level of the item. Right? So for example, as an example, if you want +5 lightning skills, right, on a wand, the minimum level that the wand has to be is level 81. So for example, if you have a level 80 wand, it cannot have +5 lightning skills on it. And when you're watching, you might see some pink wands on the ground. Those pink wands are the ones that are able to roll +5 lightning skills. And there are kinds of wands. Every wand is designed for a special element. So for example, volatile wands, I believe, is fire. There is another one that is for chaos. And standard this season, anything except lightning is garbage. I mean, I think cold is acceptable, but lightning is the real deal. So those ones are valuable. Let me show you my atlas tree. Okay. There you are. The sail, let's do that. And I don't know if you believe me, but there are flasks that can sell upwards of 10 divine. So my final point is, flasks have increased restoration capacities, right? And upwards of 75% restoration capacity only appears on flasks of level 83 and above. So for example, an 80% restore flask is valuable. The same thing again. There you go, sir. Okay, what a polite fella. I mean, it's of course scripted, but still. By the way, you got Prime, I guess, my man. Amazon Prime or Twitch Prime, same thing, but. Okay. I was just going to say, if you have Amazon Prime or Twitch Prime, you can sub for free on Twitch once per month, and when you sub, the ads go away. Right? I'm not doing the ads, by the way, Twitch is doing them. And when you sub this, the ads go away. Some people do have Amazon Prime and forget about it. So that's why I want to remind you. No, it's not a problem. It's not a problem. I'm not, twisting your arm or anything, right? I just saw that you got frustrated by the ad, and I was trying to offer a workaround. Because some people grab the Amazon Prime and they don't use Twitch too much, so they are unaware they actually have a free sub lying in wait. And of course, it's better to use it instead of letting it go to waste, right? Also supports me. Bit of a win-win situation. I guess harmful for Amazon, but they do charge for it anyway. You can sub normally as well, but it charges, of course. There is no need until you feel it's time. Is that a gunshot? What the heck? I heard something. That's weird. Hey, something valuable dropped. Is it suffering or is it stellar eminent or is it divine? Divine, please. Brrr, I hate skill gems. So worthless. I mean, guys, earlier in the season these are gold mines, but right now they are not that good. I mean, these days, if you sell it for 100 exalted, you're lucky. And I guess this shows how much faith I have in my build. I little step away. Yeah. Just a sec. Yeah, I have a lot of guides on YouTube, by the way. Guides. You can take a look at them. Well, not a lot these days, but I'm building up my database. The goal is to have guides for kind of everything. But as I said, they are always late and too long. Not everyone has the patience. Let's go. I did show you the Atlas Passive Tree. I thought you screenshotted it. When you asked, I did show you mine. Let me do so again. That's mine. Nope. That's mine. You see it? Oh. We are making really small sales here. Mind if you're big. So the idea of this build is, you see my minions are dealing, see the crafting worms. The idea of this build is I have frost minions, which means if they damage someone and they can't kill them, at least they will be freezing them. But their damage and gear level is really, really good, I would say. This is not very easily achievable. The thing is, I have come up with this build, so it's definitely not easily achievable. As you can see, no movement, no skill, no flasks. If everything goes right. If some stuff goes wrong, I might have to drink a few flasks, but that's it. No skills whatsoever. Very little to no movement at all. Did you make a joke? Did you make a wordplay there? Because chill build. See? My hands are not on the mouse and not on the keyboard, and as you can see, but you might have noticed I have 5,000 life. That's a bit. And you might have also noticed when I take damage, my mana drops. So the thing is, there is a keystone passive. You might have seen we have three kinds of nodes in the skill tree. There are the small passives. I guess they don't need an explanation. There are the notables. They are somewhat bigger stuff that give you somewhat more, right? I mean, for example, there is a 10% minion life one, and the big one gives you, I don't know, like 20% minion life and resistance, etc. And there are the keystones. Those are the biggest, and they always do something major while also penalizing you somehow, right? They are never, a straight advantage for you. They always take something away. And so we have a node that allows us to take damage to our mana first. Right? So when you are hit, you take damage to your mana, right? But it penalizes your mana regeneration by 50%. It's called Mind Over Matter, and it's a famous node, right? It's being abbreviated as MOM. So if you hear MOM, that's what it means. And this is wave 13, by the way. I haven't done anything. And as you can see, unscathed. Let's go. And the thing is, this stuff tends to drop a lot of loot. That's the actual amount of loot on the ground. So you will have to use a filter. And the stronger that you get, the more currency that you have, the stricter your filter should be, right? Because time is lava. I'm sure that you have heard that saying. So that means, if you are grabbing stuff from the ground and you are spending too much time in town, that means you are wasting time, sort of thing. So you should not be getting full constantly and running to town all the time. So for example, what I do when I'm doing this is, I ID the stuff that I obtain, right? And I drop the bad ones so we can have room. Okay, we have a lot of white ones. So for example, this is 8 intelligence and 51%, that's not that bad. Hey, what's going on? These are somewhat acceptable. 10 life. Okay, that's mighty bad. 10 life. 13 chaos points. Probably got that one. The other stuff is somewhat okay though. That's interesting. Okay, let's make room. Yeah, so this is not very ideal, but the wands are taking space. Currency that we have takes up space. Do these. I also put that skill gem in. Currency goes in. These go in there. Wave 15, yeah, it was a little bit too much cleaning. We are entering the last wave. So most of the time we will be getting one of the 2 garbage items from the last wave, right? But every once and then you will get something more valuable. There is a chest armor and there is a helm that are garbage. They are not worth 1 exalted. There is a flask that's worth about 1 divine, but that's worth much more earlier in the season. What's with the book? Sadly, we got the chest. And we are done. Eight. These are neither here nor there. That's bad. Bad. So for boots, not having movement speed, can be classified as bad effects, right? Because almost everyone expects movement speed from boots because we do not get it from too many other places. So when they don't have them, but keep in mind, of course, you could get movement speed from boots, right? So this is important. So a rare item can have special circumstances notwithstanding. You can have 3 prefixes and you can have 3 suffixes. And when you are trying to get something specific, it's of course somewhat important that you know if the thing that you are looking for is a prefix or a suffix, because imagine you are looking for a prefix and the item already has its 3 prefixes, then it can't have what you want, right? There is no need to use exalt gobs on it. And movement speed on boots is a prefix. So let's take a look. I have 3 prefixes here, which means there is literally 0 chance that I get movement speed on these boots. Right? Then I need to make my decision accordingly. So let me see. I don't think that would be worth it. See, those values are somewhat fake, I would say. That's more like it. And now I am going to roll 2 suffixes, and the best thing that can happen is that I can get 2 resistances. Then I suppose it would be worth something. Yeah, at this point 1 exalt is not the end of the world for me. Let me try. 10 stun threshold. Screw you, buddy. We have 27 dexterity and fire resistance. I don't think so. So for helmets, for example, we want suffixes because you can get +2 minion skills. Then it can be really valuable. As you can see, all of the suffixes are used up, so it cannot receive another suffix. So there is 0 chance that we get +2 minion skills. Okay. That one. Let me waste an exalted. Yuck. So these are all garbage. So my philosophy is full now. So I think we should pay attention to this. I'm going to evaluate the flasks because my flasks are full. So we are going to start with the mana ones. We could do something useful for you. Dump the life ones in. So there are multiple kinds of flasks. The really good ones, okay, so there is this kind, there is the more mana recovery thing, but hits your life, right? There is the more mana recovery thing that triggers only on low mana. And there is just the more recovery thingy, and of course the more recovery thingy, the unconditional one, restores a little bit lower. So the perfect value for this one is 100%. So this is 1% off, and as you can see, therefore it is somewhat valuable. I'm gonna try 100 exalted for this one. And if you're gonna be like, wow, the guy is already selling the first one, guys, of course, this doesn't mean it will sell for the price, and this doesn't mean every single one will be good. So this one is bad, right? Because this goes up to where 100%, same thing, 28% recovery applied instantly. So that is a little bit weaker for the mana flask because the mana flask restore much less than health flask. So okay, that is good. 40. Okay, let's do 40. I think that is time for that fella to retire. Increase recovery rate I don't like very much. It increases the speed at which we recover the thing at. Reduce charges per use, 72%. Well, I'm gonna do 40, should be Better fast sale. Increase charges gained. No. Wow, so many white ones. Oh, 62%. Oh, whoa, whoa. Oh. Increased charges is the most popular suffix. 91% probably not worth anything. I was gonna say. Deal. 50% charge. No, no. Probably no. No. Use charges per use. Okay. Increase the amount to go 69%. 90. So these are evaluated. That's the stuff we have for sale. But what we can do now is we can use the reforging bench to roll them at 341. The reforging bench has an important rule. When you put three same items in of some quality, you will get one item back at the same quality. But the formula uses the lowest item level item that you put in. And because I use only level 83 flask, every single flask that I get is level 83 and therefore has a chance of having 80% increased restoration. Has a chance to, of course. Oh, 79%. That's a divine. That's actually 4 divine, it says. I don't believe that though. 4 divine is somewhat intensive. Yep. That's why I'm doing it. Let's go 78%. So the thing is, as I said, this is misleading, right? I don't think it would ever sell for 41. But this is 1% off, right? 80%. And thing is, these are better or equal than mine. Maybe they are 80%, right? I don't know. Have to take a look. Yeah, one of them is 61% increased charges gained. Well, they are around my level. Okay, I'm gonna do very generous thing and do 2 divine. Yeah, I have 277% which have not been selling. I'm going to set these prices right. Okay. But guys, 79% is not very easily achieved, right? I don't think we will find another of that magnitude today. Should I do 20 exalted? Now that's a bit of a community service to me because 20 exalted means nothing to me. I'm just doing it to help the next guy. Okay. So we can grab some more flasks now. These are the mana flasks done. No. Nope. Yep. No. Try that. No. No. Oh, 100%. Perfect. So guys, but of course this is not for every one night because you recover the extra mana and it hits you, right? So for example, guys, if you use Chaos Inoculation and this one, you will die every time you drink this potion because you have 1 life. And you drink it, you immediately die. I'm gonna try 200. But there is 1 mana flask that I have skipped. Okay. No. 98% recovery on low mana. So guys, low mana is I think a little bit better than low life ones because you can arrange for yourself to be on low mana, right? You can spend your mana and you'll be on low mana. No. No. 92. Probably no though. Okay. Now let's do 3, 4, 1, 4 these again. And then we'll be kind of done with the mana flasks. So that's how I go about it, right? I do have a whole stash tab dedicated to Flask. I just dump the Flask I get in there, and when the tab is full, I evaluate them and put them up for sale. And as you can see, they are piling up a little bit. I need to maybe be a little bit. So last time around I was knocking down the prices. I did not knock down the prices of the Flask, so that's why there are so many. I'm not going to bother with that one. Now, the people are very big fans of increased charges. So guys, even though the Flask main ability is not very good, only 88%, because the increased charges is near perfect, 67%, it still is valuable. I mean, of course, don't mind if I do. No, I wouldn't ever buy, but... So the life flask are a little bit more valuable. Why? Because, guys, the unique mana flask is very cheap, right? You can obtain it for 1 divine or even cheaper. You know, it kind of takes the regular flask to water, right? For most of the builds out there. So that's why the mana flask, those values are a little bit absurd, because the unique mana flask can be easily obtained for 1 divine. So why would they buy a regular flask for that much? There are some builds that do not use the unique one, but for life, guys, the unique life flask is better than kind of everything. It's a very good one, but there is one problem. It is extremely expensive, right? It goes up to like 40 divines. So, you know, people are not able to afford that level, so they have to go for something that is more budget. So I'm going to go for that, because 30% increased recovery applied instantly, guys, is perfect. So you have to know the limits of the affixes, right? How much did I say? Did I say 40? No, I did say 100. Okay. Minion recovery is nothing, sadly. Because, guys, if the guy is Ali Baran, hello, YouTube'da bir tek sen varsın. Twitch'te var insan. 62% increased charges gain now. 62% recovered. I mean, try, but probably not worth anything. So the thing that we really want is above 75% recovery that is not conditional. 97% increased recovery on low life. Probably. I mean, how does this have value? It's so weird, absurd. 40, okay. We definitely need to make some room. Lack of prices. Sadly, there are no high unconditional recovery ones. So guys, the mana ones are worth like 1-2 divine, right? Even the really good ones. The life ones about 10 divine, because as I said, guys, the mana flask is cheap and people just go for the unique one, right? Most people. But the life flask is very expensive, so people have to buy themselves life flask, and that's how it generally rolls. Okay, I think our evaluation is at an end. Beautiful. 70% minions, 25% instantly. 29% recovery upon instantly. The suffix is not very good. It's gone. 70%. I'm not gonna bother with the 20 exalted sales, I think. Come on. 79 to minions. I mean, guys, this is one of perfect. I don't think those values are real. Let me put it. 200, it's not gonna work. It shouldn't work. Okay, that's okay. I'm gonna try that for a demand. It's a little bit bold, but what's the harm? All right. Wow, we didn't get anything, did we? Path of Exile 2. Okay, so our flask evaluation days are coming to an end. No. No. What am I doing? Sad. Well, nothing, eh? So as what you want is above 75% unconditional recovery. That stuff is valuable. It didn't work. Let's do the last Simulacrum, and with that one we'll get 50% XP. Yeah, I'm 96 and therefore it comes slow. And thing is, after 96, the method that you should be leveling is using a lot of your XP tablets in your ritual tablets, and also using XP maps when you can. Otherwise, it goes really slow. We have been playing for this for about 3 months, Alijan. Alibara, sorry. Okay. After this, we'll be switching to the Citadel. No sales is not very happy. No sales at all. Volatile blonde. This is garbage. So this is used for detonate dead builds. Supposedly, if you can corrupt it to not consume the corpse when you consume the corpse, it's supposed to be valuable. And guys, I have been doing it for ages. I did get the corpse not consumed to increase just once, and still was not worth anything. But I couldn't even sell it for 20 exalted. Yeah, I have given up the cause a little bit. Why no sales though? Yeah, because I haven't knocked the prices down, I guess. By the way, I guess this is a little bit counterintuitive, so you might not know this. If you are playing another character, your Atlas points will transfer to the other one in its entirety. No, they will not literally transfer, but they are account wide. Obviously, they will not be active when you are doing the campaign, but after you do the campaign and you unlock maps, all of the Atlas points will be active. From this point on, we will be playing a bit more actively, right? I mean, I meant after this simulacrum, not right now. Ooh. Divine, not banned. Finally. I'm losing divines from overinvestment. Maybe I should be stopping buying things, but the thing is, guys, my aim is to hit 4,000 divine. Just a personal goal I have. And I can't really get there with drops on me, right? But I do have a decent amount of stuff for sale, and on top of that, I have some investment as well. Maybe I could get that much without buying. Without buying stuff from others to sell at a profit, is what I mean. Because apparently, guys, you cannot sell them at a profit. You actually cannot sell them, period. And then a few cheap things. I thought this trash talk this guy is doing was, the dynamic is sad, fully fixed. Alright, there's the boss. Wave 10 is done. Getting a bit sleepy. First to change builds. Okay, so let's take a look at a few items that we have. Evaluate them. Yeah, what we want is the 25% chance to not destroy corpses, etc. Huh? And that can actually be co-opted up to like 30% or something, and they are valuable. But I did have like something like 26, 27% and something like that. Still wasn't even worth, I think, 100 or so. Oh, the wave wasn't even over here. Alright. Too sleepy. Let me see if we can handle the Citadel. Whoa. Whoa. So what's this thing? That's actually, oh my god, guys, 3 extremely good prefixes. Extremely good, no less. Well, the thing is, I think the stun threshold is somewhat acceptable. Please, resistance. I mean, I did ask for resistance and the game gave me resistance. 7 cold. Thank you, brother. That's mighty generous. And this item is still worth something. Surprisingly. Whoa. So guys, imagine if we didn't have the poison duration reduce and the cold resistance. Like proper values maybe. That would be rather good. I want to click on the stash down. Woo. I don't have alchemists. So yeah, first question is that why do I not have alchemy? That doesn't look bad, but the problem with it is that it is 4 affixes at once and not 3. So we have already 1 garbage, we have 9 life and 12% of his evasion. Supposedly with something. Oh, what did I do? Yeah, I think too tired. Is it done? Do I leave the loot on the ground? Yeah. Not very sure if we can register now. It's finally done. So we miss 124 million XP still going. It's gonna be worth something it shouldn't be. These are lies. Why would anyone accept a one without? You could maybe accept +4, I guess, if it's very good. So let's just go over the thing. Reduce attribute bleeding. Go. Gain life. Invasion. Hybrid. Leadership. Low roll. Money. That's over. Shall we do the Exalted Zone, that one? So we got one good, one bad, right? Good. We'll try 100 easy sail, fast sail, hopefully. About that chest. It's almost 2,000 evasion, eh? So 2,000 evasion, with spirit on its own is worth 4 divines without anything else. That's odd. We need to knock the prices off, but I might not have the energy. We'll take a look at the Aurora how it goes. I can probably squeeze in a few maps. What's the situation? Well, about there. That one saw problem. Okay, grab a few maps and see how it goes. I can still wait. So, finally a fast build, fast pace. The area around is surrounded with some tablets, I think. This was a lucky visit for this fella. Not complete that quickly. Stupid garbage map for that one. I think we can call it maybe after this one. Multiply. What's that? Let's see how that. Well, those I was going to say, that one does not contain this stuff, so it's not this one is. That one isn't. Oh. So we have so few. How does it know how? I'm guessing the corruption takes away the increased waste on drop chance, because if you paid attention to that map, it has just no increased waste on find at all, and I guess that's impossible unless you have no suffixes. And the 6 modifier there with no affixes, no suffixes. That's not to mention I did see him earlier. Oh. 80 exotic. I see him selling this time. No, that's not a place I'm selling for. Oh yeah, the 30 I do that. Should say like this. Oops. Yeah, 2 times. Accidentally kicked the car. Poor fella. Which one was it again? That one. Good. So guys, I wish the sales were in device, but I guess you will get what you grab what you can. Alright. Every stat has a price. What a name. I'm selling for 300 exotic, that's weird. Okay, where is it? Okay, it says 1 second. And it's a more product. Good. So that can't even navigate the maps, eh? No. Today I won't be. I'm fatigued, and also, guys, I don't want to, risk shine. But yesterday, guys, the disappointment was very real. I kept saying this, right? So fragments from the Citadel were 3 divine each, and I had 2 next to each other, and yesterday we worked on it and finally got it done. And it appears they dropped below 2.5. I had like 10. Imagine those. We expect something about 30. Maybe. That's done. Okay, now I think we can have some lots of this. Oh, just as I was saying that, it has gained value back. Nice. So I did the maps yesterday and I got 6 fragments out of them. I mean, if we could have made some sales, we definitely were able to hit 3,700 a day, but just no sales. And I keep buying, so I'm kind of working in this direction. Cute, but doesn't have that. 3 good affixes. Still relevant. Try to do one more time. I don't think so. Okay. Waste. Hold on. That physical damage I did is acceptable actually. What was the last one? Got out of mana. I just got cheap, I guess, 40. We couldn't knock the prices off. 31 evasion is ghastly. Oh, the rarity is up to 39% now. That accuracy, man. That accuracy. I'll try 14.